This is Cumer with the video today. Going to talk about a $10 6 degrees of freedom head tracking solution. Possibly $0 if you have a webcam already. You can see this goofy thing I've got on my head here. This is in a Ruko or Rucko pattern. I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's this shape. Using the shape, doing some math, you can figure out where this is in a three-dimensional space. And I've got it mounted on my head with some Velcro on the front there. This is cut out of a 2-liter bottle and some more Velcro on the back to seal it. You can also just use like a baseball cap or something like that. You do want it at a little bit of an angle, kind of facing back, so keep that in mind with whatever you mount it on. Anyway, so you're going to use this webcam. I'm using the PlayStation camera, which is ideal for this because it can operate at high frame rates, very high frame rates, even up to, I think 187 is the highest. And it's decent enough image quality, and it's inexpensive. Yeah, software, there's a few different software packages out there for different DIY head tracking things. The one I'm using is OpenTrack. And the flight simulator I'm using is Flight Gear. It's an open source flight simulator. OpenTrack will allow you to interface with a lot of different programs though. So yeah, let's just, you can see the basics, just left, right, you know, up, down. And it is exaggerated, kind of. It accelerates from where you're actually looking, because, you know, obviously if you want to look, if you're looking out there, you're not looking at your monitors, right? So you just turn a little bit and you have a lot of movement. So up, down, left, right. And because it's tracking you in 3D space, if you're trying to look at something behind that strut, for example, you can lean around that, and you can lean around, you know, the structure of the airplane to you know, get eyes on whatever you're trying to look at. Look around in the cockpit here. You can see it's a little dark, so go down there, turn on the instrument lighting. And yeah, so this is useful in the cockpit. You can, for example, get up close on your radio. You can get in close to gauges and instruments, and you can even come down and look under the flight yoke so you can read the labels on all of those switches. So let's just turn on beacon, strobe, and navigation light, taxi light, landing light. And I'm just gonna take off from the field here so you can see this in action. Alright, nose up a little. And take off. And you can also kind of lean up, look down the engine hood. Kind of like when you're coming in for landing, you might want to do that. So yeah, pretty cool. Pause the simulation here. Total price $10 for a camera, right? And this is just junk head laying around. And actually I have some poker chips from Bally's here on my desk to give you nice visualization of the price, right? $10 versus like $140 if you wanted to buy the TrackIR setup. So pretty big difference. And I've only done a little bit of setup and tweaking to get the functionality you see here. You want to fine tweak it to, you know, get it just right for your particular setup, your environment, your monitors, and whatever software you're using. But yeah, pretty cool. Let me know what you think in the comments.